Welcome to the SYNCHROFLOW TV show. Paradigm Shift TV and Operation Bless Everything are proud to bring you a musical alternate reality TV show. SYNCHROFLOW TV show. The synchro in the SYNCHROFLOW comes from the term synchronicity. Synchronicity was a term first coined by Carl Gustav Jung. Synchronicity. It's a term which describes when we find bizarre coincidences within our lives which have seemingly no shared cause. However, the meaning that we give them links the two incidents together. So they are coincidences which we give meaning. Synchromysticism was a term first coined by Jake Copsey, who was more recently finding synchronicities between popular culture and real life. Now, I'm not saying that synchronicity isn't all in your head. I'm just suggesting that perhaps all of reality is all in your head. Therefore, synchronicity should be given as much importance as you may give anything else. This next bit of footage we're going to show you is from the secret garden party, which is probably best described as, yeah, it's a fun fair for adults.
Secret Garden 2010.
Here's a synchronous link. One of the people who joined us for this random jam outdoors under a tree in the secret garden you may recognise as MC Xander, who's best known for his live loop pedal beatboxing singing performances. Later on, Xander would end up living with Daniel Waples, our hang player, with his lady friend, and his lady friend was already friends with our bass player, Arthur Young, who also engineered our Shaken Oak Sessions tracks. So it's a family affair. And if you don't know MC Xander, I suggest you get to know, because he's extremely talented. Deep lyrics, heavyweight bass lines, all created by the sound of his own voice. Uber dope.
Yeah, check this, I'm sick of the tricks, sick of the purists. For ages we misfits, not talking about what day it is. The world has made us into capitalistic fatalists. I'm looking around this place, I can't find the folks that I came with. Will all the real, truly free people please stand up? Tell me, somebody out there so hasn't given up. Well, it's this living of ours, living up to the vision, and does this revolution start at your coffee cup? Huh, fuck this, I'm sick of the shit, sick of the business. Sick of the world tending to be my witness, sick of pretending to be this identity hypothesis. Fast my metamorphosis, throw my caution to the wind with total thoughtlessness. I is a hungry soul. Society got bad, but we need not fall. So face the demons stealing into these maddening days. Find them in the minds I take aim and blow them away. We got to purify from the inside out, from the inside out, from the inside out. So, check the bass, check the middle, check the treble. But let's take this music to another level. We're like pebbles dropping into the water, causing ripples for our sons and daughters. There's no bar, this is all of a shouting artists. Today it's spiritual, this spiritual that. Tell me I heard this. Present talking about a higher purpose. If they're talking about this shit, we gotta be living it in earnest, become impervious. So the holy walls will never hurt us. One love, one God, one world, one something. Blows the words that don't mean nothing. You can't fool me with fantasy circus, circus semblances of sacred servants. Only want to know what is your holy purpose. I is a fighting soul. I am one man, but I am your all. So spread the wealth, slake the world's thirst. But no, we can only save the world when we save ourselves first. We got to purify from the inside out, from the inside out, from the inside out. So yes, be angry, yes, be mad, yes, be shocked and awed. Whatever the fuck you do, don't be bored. Yes, the beat don't stop this, epoch's not the end. Cities chock-a-block, but still got oxygen. Still got something to fight for, die for, something to live my life for. And I intend to be one of the survivors, but that's it costs. The buck starts with us, no ifs, no buts. No matter who you cuss, if you're not on the bus, it won't be enough to save you. If you don't reach the ocean, the tide won't turn in your favor. And all those leaving planet Earth will be like, see you later, see you later, see you later, see you later, see you later. We got to purify, yeah, from the inside out, from the inside out, from the inside out. Yeah, from the inside out.
So while we were jamming and filming at Secret Garden Party, the Paradigm Shift boys were doing some filming of their own.
My name is Andy Letcher. I do many things.
One guy in particular was talking about mushrooms and the effects that they have on consciousness and culture at large.
I mean, all drugs come with a health warning, a mental health warning, and, you know, I feel like I always forget to say this, but, you know, it's worth reiterating. If you've got a family history of mental illness, or you're depressed, or just don't do it, you know. I just get this sense that mushrooms have a role to play, and therefore I would urge you, you know, fine, if you're used to taking them and going down to your local dubstep night, fine, but just do it differently. Do it in an environment where you're not going to be disturbed by your parents or by your headmaster or by a police helicopter or non-trippers. Do it where you can listen to what the mushrooms might be telling you, because it may just have a nugget of information that future generations are going to need.
Someone else who liked to discuss entheogens, shamanism and mushrooms is Terence Mckenna, who is world famous for talking about those subjects. Terence Mckenna was a self-proclaimed psychonaut, ethnobotanist, art historian, anarchist, environmentalist, platonist, skeptic, and an expert in psychedelics and all of the above.
What civilization is 6 billion people trying to make themselves happy by standing on each other's shoulders and kicking each other's teeth in. It's not a pleasant situation, and yet you can stand back and look at this planet and see that we have the money, the power, the medical understanding, the scientific know-how, the love, and the community to produce a kind of human paradise. But we are led by the least among us, the least intelligent, the least noble, the least visionary. We are led by the least among us, and we do not fight back against the dehumanizing values that are handed down as control icons.
As an OMI, an open-minded intuitive, I like to stay informed on people's opinions of reality, as well as their opinions on reality-modifying entheogens.
And Mckenna himself admitted that he didn't know. Sometimes he thought the mushroom really was this autonomous alien intelligence. Other times he thought that we in the West are so disconnected from our unconscious selves, it is as if we are alienated from ourselves. So the aliens, if you like, are ourselves. He was very ambiguous about what is happening here.
Some claim enlightenment via the mycelium. I don't think they're lying, but I think they just like eating them.
The key to the plant medicines is that there's a deva, a spirit of the plant, and we're totally connected to that spirit, and when we set our intentions, we're able to have a much clearer journey with those mushrooms, and it's to help us break through some of our limited belief systems to really understand the more multidimensional levels that are existing beyond our 5 senses. So if you are wanting to take it for shamanic purposes, set your intentions and be conscious and in reverence to the plant world for offering her gifts and the gifts to us.
One of the best things I saw on stage in the whole of 2010 was the Boxettes at the Secret Garden Party. I was on my way to my own gig. I heard something amazing coming from the stage. It was beautiful harmonies, fat beats and fat bass lines, and I was like, what is that? So I wandered towards the stage. I was expecting to see a DJ or a chaos pad making these fat bass lines, but it was one girl beatboxing and a few other girls harmonizing, making an enormous sound, just their voices. One of the best things I saw on stage in the whole of that year. And it is our pleasure to present the new music video by the Boxettes, Free.
Meandering through the places I've seen, I may not have been, but I can dream about it. Patience is just a waste of time. Need to open your mind and re-explore these places. Stop repressing your soul. You need to let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. All we do is control. We need to let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Set your mind free. Set free. Set your mind free. Why don't we spring into unconscious parts of our minds? We'll only be blind if we don't read the signs. Stop oppressing your soul, you need to let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. All we do is control, we need to let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Set your mind free.
Poet Paradox. He's one of the main reasons I perform poetry. In around 2004-2005, he was performing poetry and hosting cabarets in squats. The audiences that were open-minded enough to attend cabarets and squats were really receptive to his spiritual and political and philosophical poetry. And that inspired me to start performing poetry as well as the hip-hop I'd already been performing. Up until then I was a closet poet and a secret poet. And seeing Paradox perform helped inspire me to get on stage with my poems and not just my raps. And it is my pleasure to present Paradox performing Attitude Kings at the Arts House in Bristol.
Freedom that can never be taken away from you, even in a concentration camp, and the worst thing you can imagine, you always retain this freedom. Therefore, it is actually a freedom because it can't be taken away from you, and it is the freedom to choose your response to what happens. Your freedom to decide what things mean, or in a word, your attitude. And it's a poem about that, and it's called Attitude Kings, and it's delivered in the style of a BBC documentary because I like doing that, obviously. You see, the world is divided into two types of people. Now, I'm not talking about who I think is good and who I think is evil. I'm talking about the people who disbelieve the unbelievable. I'm talking about the achievers who achieve the unachievable. These are the people who disbelieve the unbelievable. They dream the unfeasible and seize the keys to the unreachable. Somehow they're able to make the meaningless meaningful, to appease the unappeasable and redeem the irredeemable. When they make mistakes, they make sure they're only venial. They do what needs to be done, even if it is completely menial. They're utterly dynamic, yet remain serenely peaceable. They never seem to panic. It seems like they've already seen it. In a sense, they can seem extremely unreasonable. For them, no disease is untreatable. Their attitude's unbeatable. It's inconceivable. Their inspiration isn't streamable. So I wrote this for it to be shared right here between us all. And then there's the other 99% of humanity, lost in vanity, insanity, and Bible Belt Christianity. Ecological destruction, materialist induction, and numerous forms of hyper-violent tribal eruptions, transport disruptions, shopping mall constructions or Tesco constructions, credit crunch hunger and public service reductions. Billions live in poverty with no political suction, yet often live more meaningful lives than half the population of London. When narcissism has now reached epic proportion. What's next? A reality show called My First Abortion. Caution. You're now a product of corporate extortion, viewing mass media distortion as totally awesome. While acute social torsion causes more and more sons and daughters to be forced into dark and falsely awkward corners. And given no quarter, they're reborn as fallen street maulers, leaving parents who are no more than poor, soul-broken mourners. Yeah, the world's in a mess. Tell us something we don't know. Yeah, the human race is like it's going the way of the dodo. What can I do though? Or Napoleon Solo, where you can stop blowing your own oboe and get to work in your attitude dojo. No, you don't think so? You want to go on a go slow? I'm young, I want to have fun, I want to get jiggy like a bonobo. Josh and Coco, but if you don't want to be a no-show, all life asks is you give it 100% of your own flow. So it's not about what you do, it's about the way that you do it. Yep. It's not about what happens, it's about how you respond to it. So when life bites, don't swallow the meaning till you chew it. Because come Judgment Day, you either loved it or you blew it. You see, nothing really matters. It's the song life sings. So when death comes to call, he won't give a toss about your bling. What the world needs is the inspiration only you can bring. So be your own inspiration. Be an attitude king. Yes. Yeah!
So the first time I met the mighty Dub Effects was at Llama Tree Festival. Me and Craig, the Rainbow Ninja, were performing poetry, and he came up to us after our gig and told us how much he enjoyed it and let us know that he'd be performing later. We didn't know what to expect. We went to see him performing later, and it was fat. Beatbox, singing, harmonising with himself with a loop pedal. He's a loop pedal master. He's an amazing singer, an amazing songwriter. And yeah, the first day that I met him, first gig I saw, he called me up on to perform with him. I was about to say to perform on stage, but the stage was the grass in the middle of a field of a festival. And just him, his loop pedal and the speaker had amassed a massive crowd. No need of a stage, no need of promotion, just him more or less busking in the middle of a festival, creating a massive crowd. I got to spit some lyrics with him, and so yeah, it's one of my favourite moments of festival moments ever.
Balance and harmony, remembering harm Mother Earth. I'll remember you harming me, you harm yourself too, so harm yourself too. The only thing that affects the power within you.
And yeah, he mentioned he was thinking about moving to Bristol. Me and Craig helped convince him to move to Bristol. And this is Dub FX with Mr. Woodnote performing Flow, filmed in Bristol.
soul with a pair of headphones. We need nobody to let ourselves go. Always at my side as we rock a straight show. In the ocean of music, we move with the flow. Hand in my hand, I don't wanna let go. A partner in life on this mean old road. We got the wind on our back that blows. We can't trip the bar, we just move with the flow. Join the soul with a pair of headphones. We need nobody to let ourselves go. Always at my side as we rock a straight show. In the ocean of music, we move with the flow. Hand in my hand, I don't wanna let go. A partner in life on this mean old road. We got the wind on our back that blows. We can't trip the bar, we just move with the flow. Go make some noise for him, yeah? Make some noise for Mr. Woodnow, yeah? Joined at the soul with a pair of headphones. We need nobody to let ourselves go. Always at my side as we rock a stage show. In the ocean of music, we move with the flow. A hand in my hand, I don't wanna let go. A partner in life on this mean old road. We got the wind on our back that blows. We can't trip the pole, we just move with the flow. Joined at the soul with a pair of headphones. We need nobody to let ourselves go. Always at my side as we rock a stage show. In the ocean of music, we move with the flow. Hand in my hand, I don't wanna let go. A partner in life on this mean old road. We got the wind on our back that blows. We can't trip the part, we just move with the flow. Started with a chat with the lips, but why is it so I'm intrigued? Does my heart understand do its feelings exist? Fits in with all my beliefs. I'm not as strong as I like to believe. On impulse I cannot control. My feelings are something I thought I could leave. To keep and come back as I keep and come back as I Well, it's inevitable and understandable that my body feels this way. I feel no inhibitions, yeah, there are contradictions and my feelings lead me astray. Well, I understand that I cannot deny my human instinct that lies inside. Lies inside. Yeah.
Here's a synchronous link. The first time I heard of Kate Tempest, who was also at the time going under the name of Eccentric the Tempest, was through one of the people at Paradigm Shift years ago, before Paradigm Shift existed. They played one of her tracks to me and it literally blew me away.
The storm and summers, the monsoon. Yo, it seems like there's nothing to believe in sometimes. The city looks so pretty when the evening sun shines over the Thames. Now and again I hurt, everybody hurts. Pain is just a catalyst for change, it's not a curse, but there's nothing to believe in sometimes.
She subsequently became one of my all-time favourite MCs and all-time favourite poets. She's now the lead vocalist of an awesome band called The Sound of Rum, and it is my pleasure to be presenting Kate Tempest performing Cannibal Kids.
Round here, these cannibal kids want to be kings, but there ain't no royalty left. Cause round here, the sirens and screams flow on the wind, and even the street shudders afraid of our footsteps. Round here, these cannibal kids want to be kings, but there ain't no royalty left. Cause round here, the sirens and screams flow on the wind, and even the street shudders, yes, even the street shudders. Round here, these cannibal kids want to be kings. They don't know that kindness is courage, or that sympathy sings much louder than violence. They are bitter and drained. Eyes of ice stare from figures of flames. They, puff-chested, restless, nameless, they carry their pain to the point of being painless. These numb ones, young ones, the new latchkeys of London, just soaking up that humdrum that makes them want to run from the state they're in. Powerless, penniless, feathers clipped, they find eagle's wings in the derelict brotherhood of gang life. That bang bang life that shouts louder than a sarcastic teacher clapping hands twice and staring down a frightened nose. See, they learned that respect comes from striking a pose that demands it. But I know respect and fear are not compatible. But they're a long way from bat and ball. They don't play, they let daggers fall from blood-soaked fingers while their siblings lie bleeding in hallways dead. But like wisdom has always said, blood begets blood and keeps spilling. So the pavements are stained and our hearts are grief-stricken, cause round here these cannibal kids want to be kings. But there ain't no royalty left, no, cause round here the sirens and the screams float on the wind, and even the street shudders, yeah, even the street shudders, while that paranoid panic goes seeping through the granite of the breeze blocks. It's turning our cities into sheep flocks. See me, I pity those whose knees knock, the victims of the media machine, them poor souls who've forgotten how to dream. You see that cutthroat mentality? That gets encouraged in business. They tell you, yeah, to be a success, you gotta step on some necks. So big money is made through that ruthless pursuit, and while they're shot in water, they're jailing kids for shotting couple zoots. Now we were born into these blood-soaked cities of industry, informed of the savagery, the infamy, barbarity of history, controlled and contrived and depressed and attested and stressed out and vexed. It's a message we've been fed so that we could propagate their system of division, inhibition, viciousness and contradiction. We were suckled on the milk that they soured, told the future was ours, and then disemboweled and disempowered. We've been disgraced, deafened and deflowered, our brains brutalized and our defiance devoured. And so now they're shooting guns and robbing cats and trying to claw a little back. But when the whole thing shatters, it always starts with a little crack, and them splinters, they stretch out for miles, pointing fingers at smart-dressed men with wry crocodile smiles, but still we get the blame. Told that life is all exchange, told that we are the children of capital, that we are the children of apathy, that we are the children of this rapidly changing reality. But I say, we learn it from them, from their rules and their ways, because their legitimate businesses deceive and disgrace. Well, us, we do what we can because we live in this place where the truth can't be seen in the face. Thank you very much.
All this corporate bullshit, forever running ready on the telly, got my belly feeling nauseous and I'm fed up, cause it ain't really up to much when I'm stuck sitting listening to some crippled cunt on the bus with a crutch, telling me that he can claim a couple buck for the sip he didn't nearly have on some muck. What the fuck is up? Would the silly system come unstuck? 60 million civilians living in Britain getting stuffed and plucked and chucked in the oven like a chicken. Enough's enough, fuck these greedy stuck up politicians making cheating cover up decisions, and it's up to us, cause it's us that's the unlucky victims, relying on the limited wisdom of a bunch of guys on a militant mission and a prime minister with a billion visions, all of them different, all of them leading us into submission.
Some fans of UK hip-hop may already be aware of Jimmer Jammer from some of his YouTube uploads of some classic UK hip-hop tracks from the likes of Taskforce, Mudfam and Skinny Man.
Of our prophecy, street ideology, shattering democracy. Satan's in a twist with my thoughts and philosophy. Sanity, battles with reality's atrocities. Flowers with their roots in hell that grow on top of me. Buried in monopoly, poverty and robbery in unison. Government will label us as hooligans, never true to them. True to self, not the news at 10. Got the blues again and daddy taught me how to use a pen. Never use a friend, 2 in 10 are true until the end. Kids are killing men, it's militant, no one's innocent. Seeing images of pillaging in little villages. Television is a stimulant that gets administered to stimulate the vision of the justified and sinister. We live in a world in a police state perimeter. Habitats inhabit us, government exhibits us, and politicking villainous with criminals indigenous who'd rather stick you up than get a job at Harvey Nicholas. Some of them are sniffing dust, some of them are living crushed, some of them are sitting ducks, some of them are some of us, and none of us will do enough for Earth. And it's true enough that none of us will care until the terrorists have blew it up.
Moonlight drenched graveyard, those flowers of evil, shadow children in the twilight, red face to black.
Caught up in the wars in the belly of rebellion. The battle's Machiavellian. Immigrants and aliens wrestling the devil in the limitless Arcadia. Hellflower blossom in the worldwide mania. Media will label you a menace or a failure. Living on a planet where possessions are our savior. There's nothing they can say to us to make us wanna change enough. Life's got the cost to bear. Solitaire robbing shares the wrong affair. Running up on any kind of office bread. Cutting off the strings and disappearing on the puppeted. Push it up a gear, I'm up in here to see another year. Live where the angels fear to tread up in the gutter sphere. Something's in the air, suffocating any love in here. All I see is fear and pioneers with a rusty tear, looking for the reaper, reassuring me he must be here.
Moonlight drenched graveyard, those flowers of evil, shadow children in the twilight, red fades to black, angels singing hallelujah, those flowers of evil, bloodstained evolution, red fades to black.
Skitz is a UK hip-hop representer, responsible for the Countryman album, which in my humble opinion is one of the finest albums to come out of the UK hip-hop scene ever, and featured some of the UK hip-hop's finest artists of the time. It is my pleasure and honour to be presenting to you Rodney P with Struggler and Buggsy with Born in a System. Rodney P representing London and Buggsy representing Bristol, St Paul's. One love.
Hey yo, I heard somebody say they're struggling looks good for the soul, but I don't know, seem to struggle make the heart grow cold. Cold hearts make some wicked things and start on the road, then it's worries all over again, it never ends. It's been said, the meek shall inherit the earth. For what that's worth, before you take the ride in the hearse, before they tell you say your body must return to the earth, best you hold a little piece now first, that's how it goes. I'm trying not to sell my soul for my dough, I'm just trying to make the good times roll with my flow, but baby need new shoes though, so try no. If you have to sign the big thing, yo, we'll let it blow. Listen, come on, a struggler, higgler, juggler, can't out hustle ya, we'll have to out muscle ya. They say we're born to sin, but we're born to win. We're ragamuffin and we're born with things. I hear me all the way up. Some good youth, some girls wanna keep all the way up. Get some people come on, yo, all the way up. So to get your hustling on. Hey yo, some bad man, some good youth, some girls wanna keep all the way up. Get the people come on, yo, all the way up. So to get your hustling on. Hey yo, yo, yo.
Hey, Skitz, let me switch it on them now. New thing, new thing. I was born in a system and I'm a victim. All we've ever done is try to get away, but I was slain in this system and I'm a victim. Rastafari, I be praising every day. And I was born in a system and I'm a victim. All we've ever done is try to get away, but I was slain in this system and I'm a victim. Rastafari, I be praising every day. Look, we're still here, so when I get out this raw sketch and prospects, raw stress. The next days will be last left with the raw snacks on the use of a roam and a glass there. From Tempest to Brixton to Mossad to Andrew for Sprite. See, look with the past left. In the ends got Ross left. No money put into the community, but your echo the unity. The dusty Babylon just can't tech. It was a place that they can't step. Things change when the crack cocaine start tech over my world. Nickname get up with the same people that come in and start tech. Black man from Africa, jewels and tools to control us, keep us down and create our step. That were enough. Drugs and ends to separate us, so we don't have no art left, but we never flop. I can't stop, I ain't start yet, cause we ain't got to the part where money made man up for work, not 9 to 5, but 9 to 9 off a chocolate chocolate. Precisely why black peace must have the best arms cracks. Fat chains on the arm flex, what we find a rock and then you get it for return the burgers too many man and come on the run to try to start wreck. What does it equal? Beef, checkpoint, black on black crime starts there. What can I say? I was born to this way of life, days of strife didn't start here. What can I say? I was born to this way of life, days of strife. If you live and die, these other people might take your life. You don't know if you be that old man in the armchair. Born in the system. All we've ever done is try to get away. Said I was slave in this system. Ain't our victim. Rastafari, I be praising every day.
KRS-One, responsible for such classics as
That's the sound of the police.
and
Step into a world.
one of my all-time favourite MCs, known as one of the greatest. I've got a couple of synchronistic tales revolving around KRS-One. On summer solstice 2007, me and Craig met KRS-One in Stonehenge on summer solstice.
This is where you probably get the one chance to let your hair down and really be your true self. You know, a lot of people who criticize movements like this are the very ones who wish they were here as well. So if you're free enough and you're happy enough, you're here.
We all have the wizard inside, and I thought I'd bring mine out to play a little bit, you know, the magical person that we all are.
It may surprise you to know that KRS-One did a poem in one of his albums about the shifting of the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, and he's a synchronistic individual.
All history is an opinion of the historian, and all of it is inaccurate. The only way you get accurate history is when a group of people create their history and then agree upon it. Slaves get their history taught to them. Free people make history.
You have the power to create yourself. This is what hip hop is. It is not rap. It is the art of self-creation. Create yourself. Self.
So one synchro story was meeting him in Stonehenge on summer solstice 2007. Another is that within a week of finding out that we've got a green light for the SYNCHROFLOW TV show on Paradigm Shift, we find out that KRS-One is performing in Bristol, in motion. So me and Craig the Rainbow Ninja went down to check it out.
This is completely serious before I get delirious. I like mashed potato. I'm not Jim or fix it, but I get down and mix it. But potatoes in a pot, then I wait till they are hot. Mix it with rocket style. To be a fatty, you wanna eat with me? Got that mashed potato.
Supposed to be on feeling the vibe tonight. The SYNCHROFLOW TV show. KRS-One's about to step on stage in approximately 10 minutes, and well, basically Bristol hip hop is in the building. We've been feeling the vibration. 10 minutes later, KRS-One rocked the stage. At the end of his set, he said, "Any MC with the heart to rock with me, get on stage right now." Bristol MCs represented, and then it was KP time. Big up all my One Love representatives and big up all my alternative media bloggers on. You don't know, be your own media. On summer solstice 2007, of all people in all places, I met KRS-One in Stonehenge. I was there with Druid's mates and those friends. Too cool, what a synchronistic place to meet your guru. My tales are too true. I don't care if you believe them or even listen to the ancient wisdom I'm reading and revealing. I'm a bard of a Druid order. That's not a metaphor, I meant that pure literally, not figuratively, but even the gifted mystics won't believe I existed. My life is already a myth, kid. I've no doubt I'll be ancient, living on a mountain, spitting to the rhythm of the natural water dripping. I'm not kidding, big up Benjamin Tree and Craig Reynolds, cause synchromystics are the lyrical equivalent of Grant Morrison's Invisibles. Craig's the one who taught me expect miracles. MCs with spirit guides and synchronistic individuals.
We're just being. We're just doing what comes to